It's now 2024 with Geeks and Gamers. Today you got something special. It's Jeremy and Ryan too. We're gonna come and bring it to you here on Geeks and Gamers Daily. That's all I got. I saw Ryan smirking.
Ryan did.
He tried not to get a big smile, but he knew it. He was like, shoot here. I saw it messed me up because usually this is usually Ryan backstage.
He had a little bit of a smirk.
And then this is my smile.
And then he was like, I couldn't look at him anymore.
Welcome to the new year, ladies and gentlemen. Geeks and Gamers Daily, the very first episode of 2024, the year the world might end. I figure should start out with a bang, have three main co-hosts here for daily. So look at all this chat, and mainly I wanted to have the star of the Film Threat 24-hour loop here, drunk 3PO. But we're gonna start with Ryan. Hi Ryan, happy new year. Ryan,
happy new year. I feel completely different and changed. It's a new year, new me.
Yeah,
ready
Your
to go.
Christmas tree is still up.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
look at that thing. Does it light up?
It's like dead. The batteries are fucking dead. You can kind of see a couple of the lights there.
Oh, that's cool. Does it spin or anything?
No.
No, it just lights up. No music, no nothing.
No.
Low effort like our videos.
My actual Christmas tree is high effort. That one.
Yeah.
Oh man. What's up, drunk 3PO? How's it? Did you get any sleep? You've been on Film Threat all night. So.
Oh man, it's all about the grind. You know, it's all about the grind to make things work around here. It's good. It's good to be home. I was gone for a little while, but good to be home. Good to be home back in Florida. Man, I came home to Florida. It was 30 degrees here the other day, 2 days ago. It was freezing.
When I drove home to Pensacola, I left Orlando and I didn't have to stop for gas until a few hours later, more north. Holy crap, man. I got out of my truck. I'm like, holy shit, it's cold as hell.
Yeah, it's freaking cold.
Listen, we didn't get a dub until Jay joined the Fortnite stream, okay? Jay lobbies are definitely the best lobbies.
We almost
doubt
got
about
three
that.
in a row.
I know.
It was two wins in a row and then a number two. So
yeah, yep. And then we got
I've never played with such an angry. I felt like I was playing with Ryan. I kid you not. I have never played with such an angry Jay Hellstorm in my life. Every time he died, you literally could hear bang, bang.
Oh, he was mad.
I was like, what the freak is that?
He screamed. The other night, he screamed so bad, he lost his voice because he got killed, and he screamed so loud. He has to go outside, on the balcony.
Gosh.
He's got an old controller that it's already broken, so he goes out there and slams it when something bad happens. It's really funny. But obviously it's college football day. I'm excited. I can't wait, but we're not here to talk about that. We've done enough of that over on Sports Wars. But so happy new year to everybody here in the chat. It's New Year's Day, new year, same old bullshit here. We're going to talk bad about Hollywood. You know how this game goes. We ain't changing for nobody. But Ryan, did you drink the night away?
I had a lot of champagne last night. So
yeah, I figured.
I got through I think I got through 2 bottles of champagne. So yeah, happy new year to me.
Yeah, dude, it was so funny last night because I got on probably 7 Central, 6 or 7 Central on Fortnite. And they have this thing where at the top of every hour, the game does the celebration for New Year's. The first time it happened, me and Hailstorm thought that the lobby was hacked because it basically just your player stops and you automatically do the boogie bomb. and we thought that the lobby was hacked, but it was just like the celebration on the top of the hour. So it was pretty funny.
I actually need Ryan's. Ryan, look, can I show you one of my Christmas presents?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
No. Well, I don't know how to use this, but I figure, a military man like yourself. So I got a real
blunderbuss.
Yeah, the real deal where you got to get like black powder and a ramrod and all that stuff. So can you come over and can we go shoot this somewhere and film it?
Bro, I don't know if we might have to go to a special place to shoot a fucking blunderbuss, but we can figure it out probably.
Yeah.
Is it that like what exactly is it? What did it say when he bought it? You're supposed to shoot it? Is it like actually okay to shoot?
We got
Okay.
so I ordered we ordered it from a real company that sells like classic weapons like this, like flintlock, stuff like that. So they did come with instructions. And but the cool thing about these things is like usually like if you buy a gun online, like they don't send it to your house, but they were able to like send it over to the house.
So they sent it direct?
Yeah, they send these direct. Yeah,
Wow,
it's not like a
cool.
burglar's gonna come in and I'm gonna be like, all right, hold on. Flintlock on, pull it back, and then fire the thing. So but yeah.
Restriction. There's like much different restrictions on weapons like that because obviously you can only do so much damage, in like a short period of time with it.
Yeah. Read the instructions before shooting at Jay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I need people like Ryan to come over and that before I even buy like anything else to go with it.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure it's like completely safe, all that stuff. So
I don't know, man.
That was a present you got, or you got that for yourself?
That's how it works around here. I got it for myself.
Good job, Jay. Were you surprised when you got it?
I was very happy when it showed up.
Or were you surprised?
I was surprised. Yeah, I acted surprised.
Why are you saying it was a joke?
Well, I had to go back and think about it. All right, all right, hold on. Let me tell you what happened. All right, this. I know this has nothing to do with what we're talking about. All right, look. I went up to this place and I got a replica. All right, this was my Christmas gift. Somebody got this for me. I was like, cool. Like this is a replica. I showed it to like my brother and my friends. I was like, hey, I got a replica of blunderbuss. I like the pirate guns and all that stuff. So they started like roasting me. They're like, bro, it doesn't shoot. Like, what kind of, that's for kids, man. That's a sissy thing. Like, what are you doing? And it made me feel like crap. I was like, but this is cool. And they're like, no, it's not. It's fake. Go get a real
What
one.
is that? A gun for gays?
Yeah, exactly what they were saying. Freaking X-Wing, Lee, all them. They're just like, they laughing at me. I'm like, all right. So I just put it down. And I'll just throw it in the trash. So then I got a real one.
Now,
so there we go. So I had to prove my man.
Now we're demonetized since we had guns on the show.
It's fake toy guns.
That toy one looks like what you get if you spend 3 hours really grinding it like Chuck E. Cheese or Dave and Buster's for tickets.
It's exactly the crap they were saying.
You spent like $1,300 of your mom's money for a fucking $40 toy. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, well, I got a real one.
We got Taker for 5 says, I have a feeling today's show will be the best show of the year. I think you're right, Taker. I think you're right. David Smart says, hey guys, happy New Year. Wanted to ask, did any of you make New Year's resolutions? For me, it's to manage my money and my temper. I don't make New Year's resolutions, although towards the end of the year, I always just start to think about different things I want to do with G&G. But I don't really do the whole resolution thing because I typically don't change very much. I'm always the same boring asshole I always was. But I don't know, Ryan.
My opinion is that if something's not important enough to you to decide to change something right then, whenever it comes to your mind, I think New Year's resolutions in general are kind of silly.
Yeah,
it's you know what, December 15th. From December 15th to December 30th, I'm going to eat like shit. I'm not going to work. I'm not going to do anything. But come January 1st, it's going to be my resolution to really start working out. It's man, if it doesn't mean that enough to you to change it, then probably really doesn't mean anything to you. Obviously, if you want to do something better yourself, or get a new habit, go for it. But just do it. It doesn't have to be a New Year's resolution. But if you are one of those people, I said it on my stream last night, if you're one of those people that is going to I'm going to go to the gym this year, but your heart's really not in it, stay the fuck away from my gym in January. Just fucking, just give it till February. If you still feel the desire, then come on in. But don't fucking crowd up my shit in January with all these useless fucks who aren't going to be there the next month.
That's that the gym goes and it gets really busy in January. It's so funny. I tweeted this out because everybody, I hate the New Year, New Me thing, but I basically was like 2023. I played video games, bitched about Hollywood, and talked about how much I support Trump. 2024, I'll fucking do it again. That's kind of puts it in perspective for me. So Jay, what's your New Year's resolution?
I don't know.
Thanks, Jay.
I'm gonna change my shelves. That's it.
Thanks, Jay. Mike Hill says, lost respect for Green Day after altering lyrics to American Idiot last night to I'm not part of the MAGA agenda. I didn't even know they did that, but that doesn't surprise me. Green Day, I'm a huge fan of like old school Green Day, but their agenda has been off the like they've been one of the worst mainstream bands that's had the worst left-wing political agenda. Where did they perform?
That's kind of at New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Like, to be honest,
it's literally the same thing.
It's not surprising, but it's like, to be honest, that's on brand for Green Day at this point.
It is.
So that's not, to me, it's tough to lose respect for them if that's kind of what I would expect from them.
They've been like this for a long time. I mean, American Idiot is an anti-right wing.
Yeah, exactly. Song. They have always been a fucking left wing band. Like that's always who they've been. So I don't know why you'd expect anything different.
Jessica, for a member message, says if y'all haven't seen it, Jonathan Chesser has a new song out. And Happy New Year to all. I haven't seen it yet, but that's awesome. So we will check that out. Lover of Green for 50 says Happy New Year. There are 3 things true for 2024. Cobra Cast is my favorite nightly live stream. Hayden, Wayne, and Dom H will hand out gifted memberships like the Federal Reserve. And 3, MCU fan is the biggest simp in the universe. Hail to the 199. Thank you, Lover of Green. Lover Green, I also saw you super chatted on Camelot show the other night talking about the 199 and MCU fan and all of that. So thank you, brother. I appreciate it. We all do. Dan C drops 5 gifted memberships. Let's go. And welcome in, everybody. Again, Happy New Year. If you're just rolling in, we have a lot to talk about today. And it's going to start with Aquaman being a complete and total failure. Crispy Noken says for 5 says Happy New Year to the 199. It's been 7 years since I quit smoking cigarettes. I deserve a huge pat on the back. This year is gonna be wild. Well, congratulations. I know a lot of people who have tried to quit smoking over the years and they cannot do it. So I'm happy that you've been able to stay strong all of these years. That's good stuff. Good stuff indeed. So congratulations, Crispy Noken. Ryan, what are we talking about?
What's so funny?
I just watched the Jonathan Chester video.
Did you say Chester?
Cheeser. Yeah. I just watched the new video. Sorry, John. Chester. Right. Sorry about that. Ryan broke character.
Like I thought maybe I had his name wrong. You corrected it to cheat. You corrected it to something that was further away.
Sorry.
Here it is.
He added the clip of
All right, here we go. I haven't seen this yet.
G&G Christmas is 4 minutes long. Jeez.
On the first day of Christmas and memes known to all of you, our carpet went J-True. The second day of Christmas and memes known to all of you,
Jennifer too.
our carpet went J-True. On the third day.
Man, we're gonna have to see that 12 fucking times, Jay.
You don't have to watch the whole thing.
Day of Christmas and memes known to all of you. Re-cooking streams
Seen it for two.
and pot carpet when Jay tripped through.
It's fantastic, dude.
Fourth day of Christmas and memes known to all of you.
The
Four
ending.
scam callers, re-cooking streams
Seen it for two.
and pot carpet when Jay tripped through. On the fifth day of Christmas and memes known to all of you. 5 gifted subs, 4 spam calls, 3 cooking streams,
Seen it for two.
and pot carpet with Jay
Wait till it gets to
On
Ryan.
the 6th day of Christmas and memes known to all of you. 6 angry races, 5 gifted subs, 4 spam calls, 3 cooking streams,
Seen it for two.
and pot carpet with Jay
God
On
dang.
the 7th day of Christmas and memes known to all of you. 7 step streams, 6 angry races, 5 gifted subs, 4 spam calls, 3 cooking streams,
Seen it for two.
and pot carpet with Jay.
Can we put the boo thing behind us?
Day of Christmas and memes known to all of you.
Yes,
8
ma'am.
pixelated Ryan, 7 step streams, 6 angry races, 5 gifted subs, 4 spam calls, 3 cooking streams,
Seen it for two.
and pot carpet with Jay tripped through. On the 9th day of Christmas and memes known to all of you. 9 gobbled words, pixelated Ryan, 7 step streams, 6 angry races, 5 gifted subs, 4 spam calls, 3 cooking streams,
Seen it for two.
and pot carpet with Jay tripped through. On the 10th day of Christmas and memes known to all of you. 10 pumpkin fits, 9 gobbled words, pixelated Ryan, 7 step streams, 6 angry races, 5 gifted subs,
It's to the best meme
4
of the year.
spam calls, 3 cooking streams,
Seen it for two.
and pot carpet with Jay tripped through. On the 11th day of Christmas and memes known to all of you. 11 wrong orders, 10 pumpkin fits, 9 gobbled words, pixelated Ryan, 7 step streams, 6 angry races, 5 gifted subs, 4 spam calls, 3 cooking streams,
Seen it for two.
and pot carpet with Jay tripped through. On the 12th day of Christmas and memes known to
11
all of you. 12 silent seconds.
Here we go.
Wrong orders, 10 coffee bits, 9
Did I say that right? Needle
words,
Perk?
pixelated Ryan, 7 step streams, 6 races, 5 gifted subs, 4 spam calls, 3 cooking streams,
Seen it for two.
and pot carpet with Jay Trip.
Oh my!
No. God.
Jonathan Chesser, holy crap, sir!
Is that me
That
not
was-
telling Ryan the sound didn't work? The defining 2023 moment of Geeks and
Yes.
Gamers Daily.
Yes, that was amazing, Jonathan. Shout out to you, brother. If we have mods in the chat, please link to that video. You guys can go check it out. Jonathan Chesser is the GOAT. I agree. 12 silent seconds. Holy crap.
I just assumed it was going to be taken out of a normal J stream.
Holy
Um,
crap. That's fantastic. Let me pin that right now. There it is. Is that it, Steph? That should be it right there. I can't pin. I'm on the wrong account. Man, that was good. That was good. Let's see.
Yeah,
Holy
It's
crap.
crazy, man.
It's been a heck of a year.
It has been a heck
In
of
the
a
year of a life.
You spent a year on
That's an
Yeah.
old meme.
The one thing about like Ryan always knows your mistakes and calls them out immediately. You know, like the week of a life when Jay said that, nobody else would have really picked up on it. And as soon as he said it, Ryan's like, the week of a life, you know, and it became a meme as soon as that happened.
Yeah,
So,
it's like a fatal flaw in my character that I point out every single mistake like anyone fucking makes.
But he didn't catch the silent thing. He didn't catch it.
Oh, I wish you would have told
I
me.
think that's what made it so funny. Is like because Ryan is normally, he's on point.
Well, it's not that I didn't. I could hear it. I could hear it and I could see it. You just couldn't. That was the problem.
He just sits there.
I didn't want to interrupt. Like I was just kind of like
the part that does it for me is the breath you take, like you're about to say something, and then you wait another 10 seconds before you say anything.
Oh, hey, great job, Jonathan. We appreciate it. You're the man. Everybody in this chat, you guys are the machine that keeps this going, and I really do appreciate it. We all do. So that's fantastic. Dom H dropped 5 gifted memberships. Roland New dropped the gifted membership. Let's go. All right, first topic of the new year. Ryan, what are we talking about?
Same topic as the old year. Aquaman 2 at the box office. But interestingly enough, we talked a few days ago about all these people that were freaking out, these shills, these little weirdos, these freaks, who after Aquaman 2, flopped in its opening weekend at the box office, they got very upset that they didn't think that the same energy was there for Aquaman 2 failing as we had for the Marvels. Guys like this, we saw Brandon Davis put out tweets. Why is it that male-led movies aren't attacked this way? Marvel's performed better its opening weekend and is performing better critically. The math ain't mathin'. Well, funny enough, after all this shit, after all these people tweeting out about this, here we are. And after only 2 weekends, Aquaman 2 has passed the Marvels at the box office. After 2 fucking weeks. Now, certainly, Aquaman 2 is still going to be a financial failure. It is going to be a flop. But it's so funny to see these very same people get blown out of the water that after only 2 weeks of release, Aquaman 2 is already outpacing the Marvels. It's in at $250 million worldwide. Granted, about $50 million of that is from China. That's certainly helping them out a lot. But Aquaman 2, it's still a sad weekend for them because it did drop 30%. I think the first Aquaman dropped like 15% in its second weekend. The Christmas holiday, obviously, it's not a normal weekend that you would expect because look at everything else. Everything else went up. Wonka goes up 33%. Migration, which came out the same week Aquaman did, up 38%. Anyone But You, up 50%. The Iron Claw, up 4%. Aquaman 2, the biggest loser at the box office over the weekend. But by far the funniest thing to me is that after all that bitching and moaning and complaining about it not being treated the same as the Marvels, it's already outgrossed the Marvels.
Yeah, this is fantastic. And look, people that are Marvel's defenders, they're already starting out from a negative place of you shouldn't take them seriously at all because they're already approaching this from a place that is not genuine at all. Aquaman 2 is one of the biggest flops of the year. It has been criticized. People have rejected it across the board. And the fact that people are pointing to this movie to try to say that this failure is just the same, but the energy is not the same. It's a whole different ball game. And it to be fair, like, Aquaman, I don't know, like, do we know the budget, the exact budget on Aquaman? What was it, Ryan?
Somewhere. So right now they're claiming it's around $210 million.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, it's
$600 million to break even.
Yeah, it's still going to lose hundreds of millions of dollars, but this movie was, if you looked at it, how these movies were, the history of these two franchises, the fact that the Marvels coming off of the MCU, which has been relatively successful, even with the failures. Those failures have been deemed success by any other standard. The DCEU has been failing all year long. And I don't mean like underperforming like Doctor Strange. I mean, these movies have been a colossal failure. The MCU has not been in that position. The Marvels is just a big disaster. And these people that are talking about it, they've never operated in good faith. They're never going to. They typically have pronouns in their bio, a lot like Tom from Rogue Attraction, who used the riot shield in Fortnite. That's just an inside joke from our New Year's stream. But yeah, I mean, I love when these freaks lose their minds, and that's all they have to celebrate. They went from celebrating $1 billion film, calling all the chuds out. All the chuds were wrong, and they're just angry because Queen Brie Larson has $1 billion movie. Now, all they have to cling on to is another failed movie that they're trying to compare their failed movie to. It's fucking hilarious. But Jay, what do you think?
Do you think this movie would have done better if the DC kept with their plan? Like if they just kept trucking along with what they were trying to do with Henry Cavill and everything else? I think this movie would probably have a little bit more legs on it, because right now this was the last one, right? This was the last DCEU film. And it doesn't mean anything. It's not like whatever. So, and they haven't, like you said, yet they haven't popped out anything decent. Shazam, Flash. I don't know if there was anything else thrown in there that people even cared to see.
I think this is the 8th straight financial failure at the box office for the DCEU.
Yeah.
The Batman is the only success they've had in the last couple of years. So Joker, I think Joker, and then the Batman. But again, those are outside of the DCEU.
Yeah.
Right? Those are like standalone. So when you look at Birds of Prey and the fantabulous Emancipation of Harley Quinn, whatever the fuck that movie was originally titled, then you look at Wonder Woman 1984 and The Suicide Squad. Both of those have excuses. They both came out in the same day on streaming while theaters were still, half closed in some cases from COVID and shit like that. But then Black Adam, Shazam 2, Blue Beetle, The Flash, and now Aquaman to finish it out. And Aquaman, probably, honestly, $350 million, maybe. Like that, I could see it getting to there. This is an artificial Christmas holiday bump. That's why it's getting good numbers right now, just like you saw everything. And even it wasn't matching up against all those other things. It's probably not going to have a great hold as soon as the holidays are actually over. But
down 30%.
In terms of would it have done better, I think it would have done better. You know what I mean? I think it would have done better. Certainly, it's tough to know how much though. How much of a difference that would make if there was actually something connecting it to anything else.
I don't know if there's just no one single thing that the DCEU has done that's caused the position that they're in. And there's no one single decision. Like, I know a lot of people will probably point to Amber Heard being in Aquaman 2, which is one of the predominant reasons it's hurt it. And I do think that has a significant impact, but I don't think it's like the only reason. I don't think if the Amber Heard situation, or if she's not in the movie, I don't think that movie automatically makes like $1 billion or anything like that. I don't think that Henry Cavill's being fired from it or not being brought back, I don't think that's had a huge monumental impact. I don't think the movie's going to automatically make $1 billion if Cavill's still in the DCU. I think all of the decisions they've made, and this was the culmination of it, on top of the fact that I do think Aquaman 1 was fool's gold in a lot of ways, for the fact of it was lightning in a bottle.
Aquaman 1 was the most successful DCEU film.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That beat out Superman, Batman films.
Yes.
Everything.
Wonder Woman, everything.
Yes. Yeah.
It's the only one that made over $1 billion.
Okay.
Yeah. And I do think that was fool's gold in a lot of ways. Just because it was just Jason Momoa and a bunch of women going to see it. And
that was the first time we saw Aquaman on the big screen. So,
yeah, but
it came out at Christmas. It came out at a good time. It made $300 million in China. I think people in China really like the fucking underwater world and like the fucking, and that to me is kind of most interesting thing of this movie, to be honest. Aquaman 2 is the different creatures and stuff like that and the way they're utilized in this little world of Atlantis. I think it's pretty cool. And I think James Wan did a good job of building that stuff up. But yeah, this movie is a step down from the first one. The first one's not great either, but it's certainly way better than the Marvels.
Yeah, that first one to me was it felt more like a Marvel movie than a DCEU movie. and it did bring in a lot of normies, and then the Jason Momoa effect and all of that. But yeah, it's just to me, it was never. Aquaman 2 was never going to be a $1 billion movie. I don't think in any scenario. I never saw that making $1 billion follow up. It's not like people walked away from Aquaman and were like, oh my God, I can't wait to see the next Aquaman. I'm so invested in this universe. I'm so invested in these characters. I don't think that happened. I just think it was a lightning in the bottle moment for them. And
the other thing too is, do you think that I didn't realize that the first Aquaman came out in 2018.
Yeah.
I think they just waited too long in between for a sequel. Did people, just move on? Do you think that has part of it as well?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, maybe if this had come out like
5
2 years
years
ago before they'd already announced that it was done, before they'd had 7 straight flops,
Yeah.
maybe. But at the same time, it would have been coming out in the middle of COVID. So I don't know.
Chris Gore says, Jay going almost 24 hours on Film Threat. Love you, brother. It's amazing. He's went 24 hours on Film Threat. He still had time to do gaming streams last night, and he's been here on daily. What a legend, dude. What a legend.
Starting off with a bang.
In closing, with the Aquaman situation. So this ties into obviously the future of the DCEU, which won't be called the DCEU anymore. I don't guess.
It's the DCU, DC Universe. That's it.
And so the momentum heading, and again, it's a perfect ending to the DCEU. It's the DCEU has never ever had a clear vision. It's never had any clear continuity. It felt like it's been all over the place, and now with James Gunn coming in and completely throwing a wrench into an already chaotic situation, now moving forward, is Superman Legacy going to be the first DCU movie?
No, Creature Commandos is an animated, like it's going to be an animated thing that is going to be the first entry in the DCU, which is supposed to come out in 2024, I believe.
Why do they think that's a good idea? Oh my God. It's like
that's James Gunn, man.
I know, it's the same. It's like the same problems. Like,
it's like an animated thing. It's whatever, but it's like, yeah, that's the first official entry, I believe.
That makes no sense to me. I don't know why. I don't know why they think that would be a good idea. But at this point in time, James Gunn has a very, very tough battle ahead of him with this. And we talked about it before, but I don't think he understands just how bad it is. Like, he has got a really tough sell right now. Like Superman Legacy, I love Superman. I hope we get a great Superman movie. Superman is not the draw that a lot of people think. You know what I mean? He's just not. He's not the $1 billion film pull that a lot of people think he should be. And so with the casting of this, I don't think it's bad casting for Superman Legacy, but coming off of the momentum. So is Superman Legacy going to be the first wide release for the DCU?
I think that's the first movie, or like the first real fucking big movie. And then the Authorities after that. The Authority, the Authorities right after that, I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Meaning success, but that's the position you put yourself in with the DCEU. So I guess we'll see moving forward. Maybe they'll bring Christopher Reeve back. I saw someone mention Christopher Reeve. Maybe they'll bring Christopher Reeve back for a cameo. That worked out really well
in The Flash. Yeah,
but the other thing too is they have. As far as DC goes, they have another Joker film coming out.
Joker Part 2 comes out, this year.
It's supposed to be a musical, no?
Yes.
Sort of, kind of.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a musical. And there's no way I see it replicating the success of the first Joker.
Is it supposed to be rated R as well?
I imagine it will be, yeah.
I have no idea, but it's supposed to be like a musical. And then they also have the Batman 2, which will be out as well. So you imagine, like, these standalone films do better than their whole universe. They might want to just go back and rethink and just make make some standalone films every now and then.
Well, they're kind of not standalone. They're both making sequels to their standalone films. You know what I mean?
But you know what I mean. Like,
I
meant not part of the overall universe. So
which is
all
what
I
I
was saying.
think. Which is what I think the true. I think that's the true, fatigue element is the shared universe. That's what people are sick of. People just want movies to go see, to check out. They're tired of the connective tissue. They're tired of like, oh, I didn't see this movie or this show. They just want to go to the fucking movie and watch a good movie. That's what people want. Batman 2, I actually do feel that one has more momentum than any recent DC movie. I personally didn't like the Batman as much as a lot of people did,
including
but
me.
Yeah, you liked it more than me. Even though
Famously, despite contrary rumors on the internet, I liked the Batman.
I know you did. How many times have you seen the Batman?
3, I think. I watched it. I watched it once in theaters. I might have gone to see it again in theaters if I, didn't have a bad taste in my mouth after my review. But I think I've watched it twice on Max.
I've watched it twice. The second time I watched it twice in theaters. And the second time just it didn't hold as well for me. And mainly my biggest issue with the movie is the editing, though. Like they could have knocked 20 minutes out of that just by speeding up scenes. The scenes take too long. They just drag out. Everything is so slow. Instead of like you could just edit things down.
My two biggest complaints about it are the very long, kind of like the 3 ending. And well, my complaints obviously beyond black people. And then Riddler turning into a screeching autistic person. Yeah. I hated that decision to do it that way at the end.
Yeah.
So. But I really like the vast majority of the movie, though.
But anyway, we'll see what happens with the DCEU moving forward. I don't even know what the hell to call it.
Well, it's not moving forward. It's dead.
Yeah,
it's done.
yeah.
So that's what we'll see. We'll see it buried in its fucking casket. 21 gun salute for the DCEU.
Here's my blunderbuss.
Is it blunderbust or is it blunderbuss?
Bus. Did I add a T to that?
You did. Blunderbust is what happens when you get a little too excited and you're not using a condom. And you're like, you say you're going to pull out, but oh shit, I'm a little too late.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that real?
It's the colloquial term, blunderbust.
Oh.
Anyway, Bobo Yogi for 47.45.
Hey, I like those numbers.
Here's my 199 cult dues for 2024. Things to do this year: get Doug TenNapel on Cobra Cast, get Ryan a non-SJW haircut, and get Jay more than 1 kill per round. 4, buy Jeremy 5 gallons of Rogaine, and 5, G&G feet calendar.
That's good stuff. Hey, we are probably going to try to start having more guests on, whether it's this show or Cobra Cast. I know that somebody tagged Scott Pressler on Twitter, wanted him on Cobra Cast. He responded, said he'd love to come on. So I guess we're in communication now. So I guess we'll get something like that set up. Scott Pressler's got a huge following, and that's political stuff, so we won't get into it here. But yes, more guest is probably going to happen for sure.
Pat for $10 on Rumble. Happy New Year, Jay. I hope you rang in 2024 with a hot, hard Dickens cider.
I didn't, but thanks for requesting. I had tea, actually. Drinking tea now.
You got to get 2024 started the right way, Jay. I highly recommend it. Elite Neo for 10. First super chat of 2024. Happy New Year, guys. Hailstorm pulling a Wings of Redemption on his controller. Jay gonna shoot bears instead of trip them. 2024 off to a great start.
I'm taking a Greyhound bus with the Rogue Attraction to like the hood of Miami. And I'm going to make sure he dresses with all that weird stuff because I want to see what happens. I'm be like, walk around, go talk to those people over there.
With a fucking lizard.
He's like, go ask them for directions.
Yeah, I'm going to film it. Make sure you
shoulder.
have your toe shoes on, the freaking lizard, some weird hat.
What happens if he steps on gum with his toe shoes and like gets in between his toes?
I just want to see if someone Someone will slap that thing off his shoulder. They're like, you in the wrong neighborhood with that kind of outfit, young man.
Dude,
Is that what they'll say to him? Is that what everybody in the hood of Miami will say? You're in the wrong neighborhood with that outfit, young man. Is that what you can expect?
It may be. The hood of Miami is a crazy place, man. Liberty City. I used to live down there. Liberty City. A crazy place. You got little Haiti down there. That's like, it's rough.
Dude,
Rough
the kind gentleman would probably like to go a couple blocks that way. I do recommend.
They won't say that. They'll probably shoot that lizard off his shoulder.
Listen, there are like Ryan is never happy. It doesn't matter if the camera's on or off. He's just always disgusted by everything. There are a few things I have seen that have disgusted Ryan. Like, and it's not that he said anything. It's just the look on his face when he saw Tom with the toe shoes on. It's just looking at those toe shoes. And one of my favorite days ever was when I told Ryan I decided to bring Tom onto the team. Fucking guy with toe shoes. He doesn't have a problem with Zord. He got a problem with anything else. It's the toe shoes.
This is the biggest problem. Yeah, I've perfected the look of disgust.
That's it right here. Someone got in the chat. That is pure disgust.
Like,
I mean,
found out he had multiple pairs.
I love Tom's sense of style. In fact, he just does his own thing, man. He don't give a damn. I love it. Tom's awesome. So
Dan Vask's
disgust.
Dan Vask's milkmaid for 2. Happy New Year.
God.
Thank you, 70-year-old milkmaid. Darth Jazzmag for 7 months. I'm here for Rocky Knob Outpost 199. Scan me in. I'm pretty. Yeah, Elon, what happened to fucking deactivating those Twitter accounts, you cocksucking bitch? 2024. Let me see if I can find it.
This is true. This is true. Jeremy told me when he hired me that he was really excited about me coming on the team, and Ryan's response is, "We'll see." LOL. I yearn for Ryan's approval. That's literally his response. Yeah, we'll see.
You know, and like Nerd Wars clipped out that clip of me reacting to MCU fans. Yeah. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, that's funny. People are really gonna like that. And then I was like, you know what's gonna be not funny is when all the people that fucking hate me just start piling on to that. And it took about 12 hours. And now that's what his mentions are probably full of. People that fucking hate me all over that clip. So,
yep.
Shout out Nerd Wars.
You know it.
Yeah, Rocky Knob Outpost still fucking exists.
Thanks, Elon.
Yeah.
Has he tweeted or anything?
No. Well, I don't know if it's a he.
He's like, no.
Not a fucking single tweet since the account was created in December 2017. 0 posts. Anyway. Mark Schaefer for 10. Jay and crew, Happy New Year.
Jay and crew, Happy New Year.
The Gilkman for 20. What's up, Thomas? Hail, much love to you 3. Happy New Year. Keep being amazing. Seeing Dune Part 2 March 1st with the Boston Fellowship people. I love the Batman theme more than the theme in the Dark Knight trilogy.
Batman theme is pretty awesome, I will say. It's not. I don't think it's better than the Dark Knight trilogy, but it is fucking good, man. It really is. It's intense.
It's very good for the type of like Gotham and the darkness and the broodiness and everything. It's just, it fits.
Yeah. My two of the most key elements for a Batman movie are Gotham, which I think the Batman did a great job of, and the score, which again, the Batman did a great job. It did really good on those both those fronts, because Gotham needs to feel like a character, which is, I don't think that Nolan failed with that, but I just think he didn't do it as well as, like, Tim Burton still is the king of creating a Gotham that feels like a living character within the movie. And I liked Nolan's Gotham in Batman Begins. The shift in scenery really was jarring from that perspective because I have it 3 different places where they filmed it and how they filmed it, but still it was decent, but it wasn't as good as but I did like the Batman Gotham.
Yeah. And I like the idea of like this, this like beginning of Batman's career where he does not have this balance. Like he's not even trying to be Bruce Wayne. He's like so all in and like all consumed with Batman. I'm looking to see where they take it next in the Batman 2, honestly. I think that's coming out in 2025, I believe. The Sean, what is this? The Sean 2-3 for $10. I like Green Lantern comics, and I hope they could do a better Green Lantern movie than the last one. Maybe they could do Blackest Night arc. Pretty good story they did back then. I mean, I think they're gonna have to do a lot of setup before they do a Blackest Night arc, but they're introducing Guy Gardner in Superman Legacy. So, Sam, member for 3 months, is Happy New everyone. Not Happy New Year, Happy New everyone. Well, Happy New, Sam 00. Blue Shell, member for 10 months. Happy New Year to the G&G crew. And unlike the troll from last year, I hope for riches for the G&G company rather than your bankruptcy. LOL.
Yeah, that one backfired on that weirdo.
It worked out for us.
Yeah, it did.
We need more wishes from that guy.
That's right.
Cole Hauser for 10. Happy New Year, guys. Good point, Jeremy. That's why a G.I. Joe Transformers crossover movie is a very bad idea. That's why in G1 it was very limited. Megatron is black in TF1. What?
What was I in referencing to? What was it in reference
Probably
to?
shared universes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like shared universes like occasional things here and there for a novelty is fine, but I mean, even with the MCU when it was at its peak, it's like, when you see like Captain America going through things and the fate of the world is at stake. It's like, okay, well, where's Iron Man? Where's the rest of the Avengers if the world is about to end? You know what I mean? It puts a weird kind of vibe out there.
Well, I think they did a decent job of that.
For the most part, they
pre-Infinity arc. I think they did a good job of that because obviously, his first Captain America movie, no such thing as the Avengers yet. And in Winter Soldier, it's not some huge massive being coming from another planet that's about to fucking try to destroy Earth or something. It's a much different, like Winter Soldier is a much different story than that. Yeah. And it's not in public view and like a lot of this shit. It's very like ground level. And he's trying to keep it quiet because he's trying to figure out what's going on with Bucky. So yeah. And obviously Civil War after the events of Avengers 2 sets up the events of Civil War, which is obviously very high profile and everybody gets involved. So that's one of the things I think they did well with that. And when they did do big stuff, it was like very disconnected.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ministry of Wrong Think for 5. Guys, Disney's doing pretty damn good right now. They haven't made a flop all year long. That's right.
They've turned it around.
Roland New, member for 9 months. Cheers to the new year and all you awesome people. Thank you, Roland. Mick Hawk for 5. It's a shame your first name isn't Mike. I didn't really watch football, but as a Texan, let's go Michigan because F you.
Hey, today's gonna be a fun day.
Disney ain't doing too great because I'm gonna share this real quick. Shout out Geeks and Gamers. A cast member was attacked just the other day. They had to get there's like videos of I have to refresh them, but there's like videos of
like macaroni and cheese or some shit.
Somebody was
the tab, yeah.
Somebody was complaining, like somebody was there. They were complaining because they wanted to get on the monorail, and the cast member was like, "No, you got to wait till the next one." And the person got mad and like shoved and like cold cocked this cast member. Man, the police had to show up and all this stuff. It's like right at the Magic Kingdom.
Was it a special guest, like retard strength?
No,
okay.
I think it was a Disney adult though.
Disney adult who was mad they're going to stand for another 5 minutes. I've never taken the monorail. What, is that the one that goes between the resorts or something? What is that?
Yeah, it takes you to when you go to the Magic Kingdom. They built this giant lake, so you got to take a ferry boat or a monorail to get back to your car.
Seven
Oh,
Seas
that
Lagoon.
sounds fucking awful.
So, on busy days, it's a nightmare. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's a
I was
nightmare.
watching some of those I don't know if it's New Year's or right before New Year's streams, and it seemed fucking packed at Magic Kingdom. It was insane.
Yeah,
Yep.
so all of December, it was like very empty. It was like the whole month has been empty. It's been terrible for them. But I guess on the school break,
Yeah.
everybody flooded over there.
A lot of
So,
locals, I'm sure. Yeah, 100%. Where am I? Beardo's reading comprehension. Remember for 7 months. Happy New Year, lads. Jay definitely tripped poo. God bless.
I did it.
Jay, why would you do that?
I did it, and I didn't do it.
You know, Winnie
Did
the
you say I
Pooh's.
did? I didn't.
I didn't do it.
Oh,
I
okay,
did
thanks.
indeed do it. Now that Winnie the Pooh's public domain and now Mickey Mouse is public domain, Jay, you could make a comic book of Winnie the Pooh and Steamboat Willie having gay butt sex.
I've got a
totally cool now.
Steamboat Willie drop Friday, so
There
already
you
on
go.
top of things.
You know,
Yeah.
did you know that isn't Superman and Batman going to become public domain in the next like 5 or 10 years?
It's coming up soon. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think today was Steamboat Willie, Tigger, and then they lose a couple others in like the next 3 years as well. So, but yeah, the big one is Steamboat Willie. So
Mhm. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, there's just gonna be a lot of like degenerate shit out there, which is gonna be funny. Like just
Yeah.
funny for
Yeah,
Disney to deal with.
Yeah, like the Pooh horror movie that came out.
oh my gosh, did anybody see that besides me?
I did.
No, you're the only one who's invested in Winnie the Pooh.
It's terrible, man. The first 5 minutes they eat Eeyore.
Really? Like, is it so good that it's bad? Or so bad that it's good,
So,
or is it just
It's
bad?
it's really, really awful. So basically what happens is Christopher Robin goes to college and he's like, well, Pooh and Eeyore and Tigger, like, I gotta go to college, so I'm not gonna be back to bring you like food and take care of you anymore. So he leaves. So they don't know how to eat. So they're like starving to death. And they're like, well, in order for us to survive, we got to draw straw, like something, and eat one of us. And so they decided that they're gonna eat Eeyore. So the first 5 they eat Eeyore, and it makes them all like crazy, like they're all upset. So then Tigger and all them like leave. So it's Pooh and Piglet. You think they would eat Piglet first, the pig? They roam the woods, and anytime people go camping, they kill them and eat them. So
I mean, the
stupid thing is though, it's all these
cool.
It's all these hot women that like when Winnie the Pooh's chased them, like tries to grab them and always rips off their shirt while they're running. So they're like naked.
This is sounding really good.
And they
This
make
sounds
Winnie
really good.
They make Winnie the Pooh like Michael Myers, or one of those slashers, because like some guys find out and they show up and they're like, we're gonna kill this thing, and they shoot him and like try to stab him, and he just stands there and takes it, and then he kills all of them. Jay's making it sound awful. No,
Yeah,
it's awful,
yeah,
man.
dude.
It's
Jay
terrible.
should have been marketing this movie, man. I really want to see this now.
Christopher Robin shows up to try to stop them, and they capture him and tie him up in the basement where he's like chained up, and he's like, Pooh, why? I've always loved you, Pooh, why? And so they like eat these women in front of him. So stupid, man.
Oh man, that's fantastic.
They're making a part 2.
Sounds better than Cocaine Bear.
Sounds pretty good. I want to see this now. Thanks, Jay.
It's on Peacock, I think.
Okay, I have Peacock for
Yeah.
the WWE Network. So, all right, there you go. So
You want to
Jay's
see like a big bear grabbing at women's shirts, and they just magically come off every time, you know.
Literally the movie I've been looking to see my whole life. So,
It's terrible. Don't watch it.
Adam Juman for 5. I have a Korean relic license, so any firearms from 1899 to 50 years ago I can have shipped to my house. There you go, Adam. Dan Vask Milkmaid for 2. So, Jay, how many gilfs message you on X for Dan Vask?
when I have Dan Bass on, we're gonna read some of these. At the moment, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, like around 6.
The Gilk Man gifts a membership. Thank you, Thomas. Scrappy Pirate for 5. RIP to the worst episode of the year. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you. Teeny Bopper, member for 9 months. I watched Ryan's Batman review and it felt a little too on the nose, but I give him an 8 out of 10. Gilk Man with another gifted membership. Thank you again, Thomas. SBZ for 5. For you, the moment when the countdown reached 0 is the most joyous moment in your life. But for me, it's just Monday. Lance for 5. Happy New Year to the G&G crew, especially Ryan, and I guess Jay as well.
Oh, thank you.
Phantom X, member for 7 months. MCU fans trying to bully people and not mention him in super chats. So keep the MCU fans super chat train it coming.
Let's go.
Gollum's half botch circumcision leftover. Yo, Jay, do you know Andy Stumpf? His podcast is Cleared Hot. Number 263 is a good starting point. Take Ryan with you. They'll get along well.
Andy Stump. Okay.
Stumpf with an F on the end.
PH? Oh.
No. With an F on the end. Spirit of Yuki, member for 5 months. We rarely get movies as good as Godzilla -1. Is it really that difficult to make amazing movies like that? Apparently. The fact that it's done on such an insanely low budget is wild.
It's difficult when you hire activists who actively hate the audience and the property in which they're writing movies for. Yes, it's very difficult from that perspective. Elite
Neo for 2. Jonathan Chesser and Dan Vask collab win.
Let's go.
That'll be Dan Vask's video for 2024. Dan C with 5 memberships. Thank you, Dan C. Big Worm for 5. How is Jay on 2 streams at once? I've been waiting for him to talk over there for damn near a day. Let's go 2024. Hail the 199. Praise Ara. Live long and prosper. Thank you.
We got 1,200 people on Rumble right now. Thank you. So shout out to the Rumble audience. Make sure you follow if you have not. Over 70,000 followers on the main Geeks Gamers account now. And I think we're closing in on like 200,000 followers total for all in GG. So shout out to Rumble.
Master Baiter for 2. How bad do you think Amber Heard hurt Aquaman? I mean, I don't think it's a difference between it being a flop and a success. But I certainly think there's a lot of people who aren't going to support it just because she's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gary's Beard Dingleberries for 5. Is Ryan, if Ryan is the mindless slave of Brie Larson, why is she controlling him? What are her plans for him? What are her end goals? I don't know if I can answer that. I'm a mindless slave. Master Baiter for a 2. Love the first one. Didn't watch 2 because I heard. Ira Brownridge Jr. for 5. Greatest tunes ever. Joshua Anderson for 5. The Rotten Tomato score on the Marvel said 83% audience, which is BS because we all know that isn't true. Bro, that is fucked up. Y'all weren't kidding about the shills.
Well,
to be fair, when it comes to the audience score, I think that part of it is when the verified, right? You have to go. I think there's the only people that are going to watch these are people that haven't fucking checked out already for in large part. I think there's a lot of people that know they'll hate it that just don't go.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at. People aren't giving the shit a chance. It's just like the couple freaks with pronouns in their bios who get their parents to buy them tickets. Like those are the ones who are like going to this now.
Yeah. So when you have a smaller sample size like that, then the chances of having a higher audience rating are very good because you literally have not appealed to anyone that's not just diehard MCU or Brie Larson fans, which is why you have a failed movie because that's all you have left. And so those are the people that are giving it rave reviews. So it does make sense.
Blue-Eyed Scorpio for 199. I'm a result of a blunderbuss. Not surprising. Dutchy for 5. Hey Jay, so happy to see you stream on Film Threat for New Year's.
Thank you.
Laura
I
Lynn
do my
Lance.
best. Sorry, go ahead.
Laura Lynn Lance for $5. Happy New Year, y'all. Here at the 199. Hugs for Ryan and Jeremy. Can't wait to meet everyone this year. Nothing set yet. Just want to meet the G&G crew. Smooches for Jay.
Yeah, we're working on getting I'm still working on specifics on MegaCon. We're hopefully going to have that this week. I know everybody's asking. I know everybody's, and we are. It's not that we're withholding anything. We're just trying to get the information. But MegaCon is happening. We will be at MegaCon, and we actually have some pretty big surprises probably to announce for MegaCon very soon as well. People that'll be there with us, but nothing specific yet. But we are working on it, guys.
Bustin' Honor back for 199. Ladies love toe shoes.
What?
Bustin' Honor back. That's the opposite of a blunderbuss. Sebastian for 50. Do you think Deadpool 3 will be the biggest superhero movie in 2024? Yes. Because there's only
Easily.
it's between that and Madam Web, Kraven the Hunter, and Venom 3. So yeah, I think probably Deadpool will take it. Spikefish Network.
Venom 3? Seriously? I don't know anything about that.
It comes out like November, December.
Holy crap, dude.
Spikefish Network for 2. Jeremy says, you know what I mean? Too much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's because we don't. Mark of Reality for 2. Have you seen the new Jonathan Chesser G&G song? Yes, we played it earlier. We reacted to it earlier on stream. Cole Hauser for 5. Jay, your next book should be PSAs for Now You Know. Yo Joe 199. Praise Ara. Jonathan Soko for 5.
Maybe.
I was wrong. You are not racist. I am sorry.
What?
Man, it's exactly what I said. I am wrong. Or sorry, I was wrong. You are not racist. I am sorry.
What about this stream made you believe that? I'm fascinated now. What about this stream turned your opinion of us not being racist? I don't know. I'm very, very confused right now.
Me too. Buster Nut Smash for 25. Happy New Year's to the G&G crew. Wishing you all the best in 2024. Thank you, Buster Nut Smash.
Same to you guys. Happy New Year to everybody out there watching.
Dark Side Droids for $20. Good morning, afternoon, gents. Keep kicking tail and taking names. Many have come and gone, but G&G and the 199 have survived the purge. Looking forward to all your success in 2024. Jay, congrats on your book, brother.
Hell yeah.
We got 2 drops next year. It's going to be awesome.
Thanks, Dark
It's
Side
going to be really
Droids.
awesome. Yeah.
Baseball
thank you.
stars for life, Dark Side Droids.
Adam Juneman for 5. New Year's resolution, get my associate degree in gunsmithing from SDI at end of the year. Hell yeah, man.
Fantastic.
Fear the Tardo for $20. Happy New Clear, Geeks and Tamers. Hope Uncle Rai stop returning Tardo's love with hate. Kneecaps still hurt from claw hammer. No, shouldn't have drank Uncle Rai's Mountain Boo, but no need use claw hammer. Lock it in. Yay. Thank you. Let me make sure we're caught up.
It's not funny until Ryan goes,
Yay.
I'm just reading the super chat.
pure disgust. Thank you.
Reading super chats. I think we're all caught up.
We're all caught up.
Hold on,
well,
hold on.
all right.
BMC CB, nice to hear Jay speaking on a stream.
Hey, you're welcome. Yeah.
So it is New Year's.
Sorry.
You're welcome.
Oh man. All right. So
We
it
got
is
the crew back together, man. Come on. That's what it's
it.
all about.
That's it. It is New Year's Day. We are back. And so I got Cobra Cast tonight. I also have the big game. And then I think we're going to try to do a Mario Kart stream, but I haven't talked to everybody to see if I got everybody here for that, but I will keep you guys posted on that. So that'll obviously be happening with, the Geeks Gamers network of channels, whether it's Play, we'll be on Twitch, we'll be on Kick, Rumble, all of that. So we will see.
$50 from Disco Cobra. Looking forward to more shenanigans for 2024. Is Jeremy getting any wrestling videos ready for Cobra 199? I know
Yes.
I'm badgering him on that. Sorry, just anticipating some pretty cool content. Want to make sure I'm ready for that. Attitude Era.
Yeah, I mean, the majority of the stuff that I want to talk about is probably going to be more of the old school era stuff. But I do want to talk about what's going on right now with the current product. Because we're in the month now of Royal Rumble, the Royal Rumble, and I think the Royal Rumble is going to be huge this year. And I will be doing a recap of the Royal Rumble. And as we then start moving in towards WrestleMania, so I'm looking forward to talking about a lot of that stuff.
Sketch for $2 says blah. Thank you.
Blah. And
Master Baiter for 2. You think Superman's gay son is going to be in Legacy?
I hope so.
I think Superman's probably going to be pretty young in Legacy, right? Like mid 20s. So probably not. Dan C, member for 9 months. I'm glad I have today. I can watch this madness live. Nice. Thank you.
Awesome.
I still don't quite know what Jonathan was meaning, but I think he thought we were racist at one point in time. Then he watched us and realized we're not racist. So
all right.
Thank you,
well,
Jonathan.
Hey, listen, either way, bro. Thank you. We appreciate it. It's hard to know if people like we have an audience that trolls a lot, which is awesome, and we love that. So I know Jonathan Soko has been calling us out for a while. I never knew if he was serious or not when he was always calling us racist. But I'm glad that you found out that at least me and Jay are not racist. So it's good. It's good to know that you've seen the light.
My friend.
So, kinda.
What? Checo's memories for 2. Go Texas. Garfield hates Mondays. Look how much Garfield hates Mondays. He's putting toothpaste on his hand instead of his toothbrush.
But seriously, thank you, Jonathan. And Happy New Year to everybody here in the chat. Rattlesnake says she should go to Dollywood. They don't have line poopers. Have you ever been?
Didn't Jay?
No, I want to
I thought you were supposed
man.
to get some tour through Dollywood or some shit.
Yeah, I really wanted to go. It's just like finding the time. It's finding the time to go. But yeah, I'd love to. We have a lot of fans. I get constant emails from people like, hey, let us know when you're at Dollywood. We'll all meet you. Force of Light, all those. They would all go there, and we'd have a big Dolly World experience. So maybe I can work that out. Maybe I can work that out this year.
Did you say Dolly World?
Dolly World.
Yeah.
It's Dollywood, Jay.
Dollywood experience. Yeah, something like that.
Thanks, Jay. Are you going back? Are you going back to Film Threat loop now, or are you just?
I'm tired, man. I've been up for 36 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's all she wrote. I'm like desperate to end this stream. Mountain Mutt for $1.99. Don't worry, guys. Jeremy's still gay.
Send more super chats. Keep Ryan here. Yeah, I see Nerdrotic in the chat. They are pretty racist. All right. Thanks, guys. Happy New Year. We appreciate it. Go over to the Film Threat chat and just say hello to Jay. Keep him motivated to keep him streaming. It's really cool that he's able to join us. But other than that, Ryan, his positivity is off the charts. I thought Ryan was going to actually be negative as we moved into the new year, but his positivity has continued on. So we appreciate that. I'll see you for Cobra Cast, and then we'll try to get this Mario Kart stream together tonight and talk to all of you later. Happy New Year, everybody. Bye.
Bye.